You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
Yeah! Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I am Alex.
My name is Asa.
And my name is Jim.
And we are your astute win counselors to get you through the week with any problems you might be facing or any daily grind issues that you're currently experiencing. So our first question, our first winner, is Terry out of Dubuque, Iowa, who writes, when I just turned 50, are there any things you suggest I should not do at my age? Well, I mean, gosh, we're listening to that Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. And this guy had the most surgeries in the Guinness Book of World Record, Joe or something like that. I think this is kind of appropriate. The guy is 50 now, and he's wondering what he should not do at that age. What do you think, Jim?
Well, I think there's a whole list of things. Just to start off, don't use Twitter, don't use Snapchat, don't get an earring, don't go to rap concerts.
Why not rap concerts?
Well, because you're too old.
Oh.
These are just things that he has aged out of. Oh. Or she, I don't know, Terry, we're kind of riding a line there.
To be androgynous. Who knows?
Yeah.
Not trying to hate on your winner, but yeah.
Yeah.
Terry, you should blame your parents for that.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's just a short list of things. I would just start with anything that someone under the age of 25 is doing, you need to avoid.
Terry, I would say maybe steer in a little bit the opposite directions. I'd say do all the things that you normally wouldn't do at the age of 50, like Snapchat, maybe Tinder, maybe jump out of an airplane for the first time in your life. Maybe think about robbing a bank. I mean, not many 50-year-olds rob banks these days, so I think that'd be a good idea. And, best case scenario, you could even, go to a high school and flush all the toilets, clog them up, and so you flood the bathroom. What do you think, Ace?
Well, Terry, first things first, don't listen to these guys. Am I right? Welcome to the radio. But seriously, don't limit yourself with this attitude of 50 can't do it.
That's right.
So don't do that. Don't.
That's the
but hey, don't listen to these guys. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, just to be fair, it's not that 50 can't do it. It's that 50 shouldn't do it.
It's a societal obligation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Act your age.
Act your age.
Well, I think we could all learn something from that, what's-her-face Tulip Sunspring and, not get caught up in the social pressures.
That's a good point. She has a lot of self-reflection, and she does a lot of traveling to find herself. Maybe that's what she should do, Terry, is just travel a lot to find herself. I think she was in West Sahara in Africa.
Yeah, don't stay put, Terry.
Yeah, good idea. You probably have the financial means now to kind of wander a little bit and venture around the world and see what's going on out there.
And if you don't, then might I suggest getting a job?
Yeah.
Or start a band.
Oh, start a band. Yeah, nobody at 50 starts a band, and no one at 50 starts to get the job for the first time. So those are probably some good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Terry, you got a couple options to work with there. Lionel from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania writes, Dear Win, since pirates are portrayed favorably in films, TV shows, and cartoons, should inner-city gang members be portrayed in a positive way, too? What do you think, Ace?
Well, first of all, I don't agree that pirates are portrayed maybe it's flashy and cool, but, well, if
you think about it, there's some of the worst people of all time are pirates, but yet they're kind of portrayed cool, sometimes even they're the good guys, the Robin Hoods, the world and stuff. Either way, you're saying?
So who should be portrayed?
Well, Lionel's saying, since pirates are portrayed so favorably in the media, should gang members also be portrayed that way? Let's go down the street and teach some rhymes. Pow! Smack someone in the mouth.
So, so pirates and gang members are on the same playing field?
Well, they could be if the media were to portray them the same way. I think that's what he's trying to get at. So should they?
Kind of like an equal opportunity thing.
Right, equal opportunity thing. So let's shoot somebody, but make it look good because I shot you with a confetti cannon before I put you 6 feet underground.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Okay, what do you think, Jim?
Oh, I think they absolutely should portray them in a more favorable light, mainly for urban renewal. You have a lot of areas of cities that are gang-infested, they're run down, because people are scared to go there. If you portray the gangs in a more positive light, as, for instance, Captain Crunch is to pirates. No one's scared of Captain Crunch. We'd all love to have some pirates over.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Captain Crunch was a pirate.
Oh, he absolutely was a pirate.
Oh, he was a pirate.
He was a captain. Yeah, but I mean, look at the attire he has. That's official Navy stuff.
Well, it's because he was a disgraced officer.
That's why.
I have read a lot of
he became
Captain Crunch erotic fan fiction online. And no, his backstory is he was part of the British Navy.
He was.
Yeah.
I even seen Jim's collection of manga that's got it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Gives a whole new meaning to crunch berries.
You would be surprised.
That's a good point. Yeah, it does give a whole new meaning to crunch berries. Jim is probably right here, Lionel. I think to take it even a step further, not just like do, ballerina stuff with your guns, like do a cool routine where you can synchronize your dance moves and your ballerina kind of slips with your guns, your gats, and do it like Paris. Try to make, for example, South Philly to be the #1 tourist destination in the world by popping everybody that comes by because they get that entertainment.
Wait, I'm sorry. Was the winner in a gang? I was not clear.
I don't know.
On
that he didn't say if he was or not. Okay. He just says should they be portrayed in a positive way, inner city gangs.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but I think that's a good idea. It's just a matter of marketing PR. Maybe hire McKenna Erickson or someone to do their marketing, and all of a sudden they'll be just as cool as Captain Crunch.
And you know what? If the news isn't going to portray them favorably winner, you should join a gang and spearhead that effort yourself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like march on the White House with a bunch of gang members.
Mm-hmm.
But don't invite Terry, am I right?
Yeah, Terry probably wouldn't get into that.
Not cool enough.
No, not cool. And plus he's in Iowa. It's a little ways away from Philadelphia.
Or she.
Right. Rena from San Diego, California writes, Dear Win, is the internet even safe these days or what with everything that's going on? Well, I'm going to comment on that first, I guess. The internet isn't safe. Only because I think there's probably about how many watts does it take to have the internet even be running on your computer in your house?
240.
240. So, imagine that. Let's say if you poured some Coke or you dropped your phone in the toilet, for example.
Ooh.
All of a sudden you might have shocked yourself because you were on the internet surfing. Yeah. So in that case, it's not even close to safe. What do you think, Ace?
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a little anecdote that I think kind of here's my anecdote. So yeah, I was on the computer and the tower, like the main unit, right?
Who uses those anymore anyway?
I do.
Like a real desktop with a big tower by your ankles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, anyway, yeah, as soon as I signed on, I made the internet connection because it's wireless. When I looked down at the tower, I noticed that there were a bunch of worms.
Worms?
So I think they got in through the internet.
Oh. Yeah, that makes them, not safe.
I mean, that's the only, I don't know if it's safe or not. I mean, if you're, if you're into fishing, that might not be so bad,
Or just a worm aficionado.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like
I don't know.
Guy.
That's been my experience is,
ringworms,
the internet, you sign on to the internet and you'll get worms.
Mealworms.
Sure, night crawlers.
Night crawlers. What do you think, Jimbo?
Well, I knew a guy who got sucked into his computer when he got on the internet.
Right.
And he was absorbed by the lawnmower man. So I think, no, it is not safe.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Very clearly.
Raina, there's two of us that think it's not safe, and one that kind of doesn't really say yes or no.
I don't think it's not safe.
Don't have a tower then, a tower computer.
I'm just saying you'll get worms.
Right, you might get worms. And even here, if I'm looking through the glass at our producers over here, they're running the whole studio off an iPhone. So, they don't even use a tower for that reason. They don't want worms crawling on their feet. And then drawing in fish, from the river around here.
Use the tower and you'll get worms, I guess.
All right, well, there you go. Well, we got one more little piece of inspiration, one more little piece of guidance to get you through the rest of your day and your week, known as Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Hey, were you born in the year of the monkey? Well, you better stop monkeying around and get on to the World Improv Network iTunes page, YouTube page, Facebook page. Leave a review, click some stars, download, subscribe, follow at World Improv Net on Twitter. And if you do that, then you won't turn into a monkey like these people in the studio with me.
Thanks for listening to Win on KZKO.
Don't forget to interact with the cast by sending your suggestions for each segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, Twitter at World Improv Net, or the Win KZKO blog. See you next week.
You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time, only on KZKO.